Good morning. It is day one of my period and it is also Sunday, so I'm not apologizing for how I look. I have a reframe. I have a reframe on commitment. If you or someone you know and love is a commitment phobe, I'm a commitment file. I love committing to myself, committing to others, and following through, and like the joy of completing a task I set out to do. And I think that hitting bumps along the way, oh, I just got so warm. I think that hitting like roadblocks when you've committed to something and continuing to commit to it, don't flash anyone, is the most beautiful form of like self-respect, I guess. Because when you make a commitment to yourself that you don't necessarily have to follow through on, like filming a 10-minute video of yourself talking every day for a year, you're proving to yourself that there is a level of control and discipline that you have that is completely internal. And committing to any type of practice, whether that's a mental practice, a spiritual practice, a physical practice, it's committing any time, energy, money to those kind of things is scary initially, can be scary initially, but I think that there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the fruits of your commitment like coming to life, I guess. That's my strawberry. That's my fruit of the day. My strawberry of the day is seeing the benefits of following through, and not just when it's easy. Following through on days when the thing feels hard is like kind of the part that I love even more in the long run. I won't say I'm some like saint who's like, oh yes, I'm do it when it's hard only and that's the only time it's good. No, I obviously, when things are easy and workouts are easy and I don't know, like doing this feels natural like it does right now, and yesterday I was really stumbling over my words. It's not about the times where it's good that you've followed through, that you've kept going. It's about the times when you push past the point of doubting yourself and doubting your ability to do it, that like really moves the needle. And I think it's interesting to think about this in terms of working out, because a lot of the times when we have a crappy workout, it's like, oh, well, that wasn't good. Like yesterday I went to the gym with my girlfriend and her, two of her friends who don't usually go to the gym with us. And we kind of had to like show them around a little bit and lead the way, I guess. And we didn't get quite as good of a workout in as we would have if we were just there like on our own, like normal. But we committed to showing them around and being with them, so we did it. But we also have committed to working out every day. And we know that it's not going to be the best workout of our life every day. But even when it isn't, it sometimes is hard to like see it as, oh, well, at least I showed up. Because that's what I was trying to reframe it as. I was like, well, Maria, at least we showed up. We got something done. The rep has been put in. And it, like, those are the days that it counts even more, when it feels harder, when you're doing it for someone else. Like, committing to the bit. Commit to the bit. I heard that first from Michelle B. Second Michelle B shout out on my channel in what are we at, like 10 videos? 10 strawberries of the day. But yeah, seeing commitment as an experiment rather than as a all or nothing. Like seeing how can I best approach this on days when it feels hard is such a forgiving mentality, and it's also such a like such a much more fun way to see life. Like I today was thinking, I don't really feel like putting on makeup just to do this. I wonder if I can be brave enough to show up without mascara, because my eyelashes are very pale and my eyes are very pale without makeup on, and I've always been very insecure about it. And I was like, ooh, there's gonna be days where I want to sit down and film a episode. It sounds so generous, it's called an episode, to film a video. There's gonna be days where I don't have the time, desire, or I don't know, just like it's not gonna be the most important thing to sit down and put on makeup before doing this. Mostly it's gonna be on the days I don't have time. But that shouldn't be a roadblock that stops me from doing it. Like when you are committed to a practice and you hit a barrier, like say you have been trying to journal. You've been trying to journal your strawberry of the day every day, and you miss a couple of days. Instead of just thinking, oh, well, I guess it's not for me. Journaling's not for me. Life documentation, not for me. Too hard. Doesn't fit into my world. I don't have time. I can't remember. Like just making up excuses for why you can't commit. Try seeing it as an experiment. So, for example, with journaling, like maybe doing it in the morning for you is not going to work because you are, I don't know, your mornings are too fast-paced. Maybe you have kids, or you have like a job that starts really, really early, and you've been told, oh, the only way to journal is to journal in the morning. The only way to commit to this is to do it this one way. Maybe for you, journaling looks like having a running note in your phone. Maybe for you, that commitment can change and look like setting an alarm on your phone in the evening for like 20 minutes before you usually go to bed, and seeing if that works. Like maybe journaling in the evening will be easier for you. Maybe setting your journal out on your nightstand or by your coffee pot, like and write a line or two while your coffee brews. Like, I don't know, seeing any type of commitment as an experiment and as a chance to iterate on a process, I use that word far too often, iterate, is just, it's gonna make the big commitments that you end up making in life, like deciding where to live, who to be with, what job to have. It's going to make those kind of things seem less scary, because you realize that you don't have to quit, you can pivot if a commitment isn't working for you. And of all things, I have seen this mentality shown so beautifully in my friend, Kristen. She has had so much change happen in her life over the last year, and in commitments that she's made to jobs, homes, people, roles in her life, family members. So many things have changed for her, yet she continues to see life as an experiment and to see her commitment to herself as the priority over the commitments that she's made to others. She's pivoted the way she's dealt with other things in her life to make sure that she can take care of herself while also being present and showing up in the world for others. And I don't know, I think she's just shown me, she's older than me, she's 7 years older than me, and she's kind of shown me that you don't have to like get it right the first time you commit to anything, whether that's a journaling practice, a workout plan, a partner, a home, a job. You don't have to get it right the first time you commit. You can commit and pivot. You don't have to commit and then just quit. I have to end right there because it rhymed.